Hello students, welcome back to MathFace Java programming tutorials. In this video, I'll discuss replace and toCharArray methods of string class. First of all, we'll see the list of instance methods of string class. Then syntax of replace and syntax and a program using toCharArray we'll see in the Java environment. Then practice exercise. The list of instance methods which we have been discussing in this particular video, 14 and 15 we'll discuss. Then we'll see these two methods, uses of these two methods in the Java environment. Now let us see replace. Replace method has two forms, polymorphism, method overloading. The replace method may take two characters as parameters or two strings as parameters. The replace first character will be searched for. The character parameter will be searched for and replaces the first character with the second character. Replaces all the occurrences of the first character with the second character and returns a string. Similarly, replace two strings as parameters, replaces all the occurrences of the first string parameter with the second string. Let's see how to use this method. Since this is an instance method, how do we use? It returns a string we can store in the same string or some other string. Then what do we do? A.replace. Replace is an instance method. A.replace. So search for whatever there in hello. Replace what? First character, let's suppose I pass L, and replace with capital L. In that case, A.replace means hello, it will be taking care. All occurrences of lowercase l will be replaced with uppercase L. So system.out.println, let's suppose A. That means the output should be HE capital L O. Let's execute the program and see. Replace main. Okay. It is displaying HE, all lowercase l's are replaced with capital L's. This is one way of using, storing and then printing, because it is returning a string. We can directly do A.replace this particular statement over here and println prints. The second method, string, let's suppose we have a string B with so much of text in it, and we want to replace the occurrences of is with was. So we can say B.replace, B is the string. B.replace, directly we are trying to print after changing. This is a string, is more than one character, is with was. So two strings we are passing. So B.replace is with was, all occurrences. But here if you see, this has one is, another is over here, another is over here. Replaces all the occurrences. Now we will understand how not to replace this THIS part to THWAS little later. So control K and execute the program and see. See, this is been replaced with was, and over here was, and over here was. Replaces all occurrences. But we don't want here to be replaced with was. So whole word, if it finds, then only replace. Another set of spaces we give. That means before is a space is there, after is a space is there, then only replace. In that case, control K and execute the program and see. This is not changed. Was the train? It was running between X station and to Y station. So this is about replace method. Now let us learn the syntax of toCharArray method and then application in the next program. For example, toCharArray does not take any parameters, but it returns a character array. What does it do? It returns a character array and it is an instance method. So s1.toCharArray means convert this whatever is there in s1 into character array. Stores characters separately in the array, character array. So how do we use this? It's an instance method. So char some arr equals to s1 dot to first word is lowercase, second word's first character is in uppercase, and array A is in uppercase. So toCharArray is an instance method. So s1 dot toCharArray, no parameters, but it returns a character array. So character ARR is the name of the array into which we want to store the characters separately. J, A, V, A separately. In that case, if I want to display whatever is there in ARR, system.out.println prints ARR directly, which we have seen in the previous videos. But if I want to access different characters at each time, so we take an index in a for loop. For int I equals to 0, I less than, length should be there first. So some int len equals to, here either we can use s1 dot length or arr dot length, one and the same. But if we use s1 dot length, s1 is a string, so we need a method to be used. Whereas if we use control K, here it will give an error, len I plus plus. Okay, control K. Here we need one more thing. We'll see class ending should be there. Okay. Now, len is equal to s1 dot length or arr dot length. See, here this is a method, whereas array, it is a property. Anything is okay. Now what we want to do is, we want to print whatever is there in ARR. ARR, that too, starting from index. Which index? 0. That is stored in ARR of I. So I first time 0. So J will be printed, A will be printed, V and A. There is another way of accessing also, caret I, S dot caret I. But toCharArray we use in modification programs. Very important, because string being immutable, every time I modify, it creates a new object. To avoid that, toCharArray method we use for modifying the strings. The next program I'll discuss. First we will see this, and toCharArray execute. So it is printing Java is the string, but it is converted to toCharArray method, converted to a character array, and we are accessing. The other way of accessing is s1.charAt, we can say, or s1.charAt. This is also possible, but we will be using toCharArray method whenever we want to modify the strings. So this is also possible. The same thing happens. Okay, let's see next program. Toggle. Let us understand the problem statement. Read a string and convert all uppercase characters to lowercase and vice versa. That means uppercase to lowercase, lowercase to uppercase. No change in spaces, numbers, and special characters, only upper to lower, lower to upper. And return the string. Return the string whenever we see it's not in the main method, we are not changing. We are writing another method which returns a string. So in the main method, we read the string, program to print the entered string in a toggle case and enter a string sc.next line. Now our task is to call the method toggle and print the returned value. Printing over here. Okay, fine. Now what we are supposed to do, let's understand first. First of all, we need to write a method which returns a string after converting the string to toggle case. So that method we start writing here. Then modification is required, very important. Modification, string being immutable. Every time I modify, it creates a new object, taking lot of memory. So we convert into string array first of all, find its length in a for loop, change the character array, not the string. Character array directly we can access. If at all capital letters, that is 65 to 90, convert into lowercase. If at all lowercase, convert into uppercase. Don't touch anything else. This is inside the for loop. Then convert the character array back to string. Back to string, lesson 59 and 61 I have explained. Creating string objects using character array. That's what we are learning here. So the very first one is I want to create a private method, p lowercase private method. What is the method name? Let's take, okay, it's static also, let's assume, because I don't want to create an object, and which returns a string, and toggle is the name, which reads a string as a parameter. This is also possible. So main will send str to toggle method while calling, will call after writing the program. So what is it? Static string which it is returning. Name of the method is toggle and it is reading a string as a parameter. Now we know that each character should be converted to either uppercase or lowercase, except numbers, spaces, and special characters. So we create a character array by calling s.toCharArray character array, toChar array. toChar array method, whatever is there in S should be converted into character array and store in CH. Now, int len, each character we need to process or update. In that case, int len is equal to either S, that is a string dot length parenthesis a method, or ch dot length. Anything is okay. Both of them have the same contents. Now we start a for loop. For some int I equals to 0, I less than the len, and I plus plus. This is the starting of the loop. And inside that, if at all it is capital, that is 65 to 90. First write that and then understand later. If at all ch of I, character array, first index greater than or equals to capital A, and less than or equals to ch of I less than or equals to capital Z. This is all capital letters. ch of I, ch means array, 0th index. If it is containing a capital letter, in that case, what we want to do, convert into lowercase. Convert into lowercase means 65 to 97. If it is A, plus 32, we'll make it 65 plus 32 is 97. 66 plus 32 is 98. And so on and so forth. Each capital conversion will be plus 32. Exactly the same lowercase character will be changed to that. In that case, we want to use implicit and explicit conversion before storing. How do we do that? In that case, we want to say ch of I should be modified now, equals to, how do we modify here? Implicit as well as explicit. There will be an error. First we'll write in brackets ch of I plus 32. I square brackets plus 32. This is implicit conversion. What is it? ch of I is, let's suppose Java, we know that. Java, J, capital letter, true, plus 32, lowercase j will be done. This is a character, plus 32 is integer, implicit conversion, immediately it makes it, if it is capital A, it makes it 97. But this 97 is an integer. Character is 2 bytes, integer is 4 bytes. So, implicit conversion. But this 97 should be stored back in character array. Character is 2 bytes only. So, we need explicit conversion. First of all, add, make it 97 or whatever the character, and then convert back to character and store in ch of I. This is implicit explicit. I have explained in lesson 13, and lesson 13 is given in the description box. The link is given in the description box. The next one is same, except else if ch of I is in lowercase. In that case, minus 32. So 97 minus 32 would become 65. 98 minus 32 becomes 66, and so on and so forth. And rest of them we are not touching. If at all A to Z capital, convert into lowercase. If at all lowercase, then convert into uppercase. Rest of them are not touched. Is this clear till here? Then what we want to do is, convert this ch array back to the string. How do we convert? We can create an object using new string. How do we do that? String sum s1 is equal to new string, pass an array. This is one way of creating an object. I have discussed in lessons 59 and 61. Now, because this method returns a string, we need to return. How do we return? Return s1. This is the end of the method, end of the class. So what did we do? Converted this s into character array, found the length and run a loop. If at all a to z plus 32 and store back, minus 32, store back if at all it is a lowercase character, and convert the entire ch array to a string, return s1. So what they said, read a string, we have read, convert all uppercase characters lowercase to vice versa, and return the string, we have returned. Now the method we can call directly from here. What is it? Toggle, because it is a static method. str. So from here the control goes to toggle and str will be sent as a parameter. So reading as s, converted, everything is done. So the str is converted to toggle case and printed. This is about the program. When we execute this and enter a string, let's assume this is a book. See, two capital letters are there. So T toggle case will be THIS. T is lowercase, rest of them uppercase, no problem in spaces, E is in capital, a book. So modifying. Had it been string class modification using concat or plus operator, which we will discuss in the next video, they change, they modify, but they create so many objects. First time T, then TH, then THI, then THIS, and then THIS space. These many objects it will create. So whenever we want to modify a string, first of all, we convert into character array, modify, and then convert back into string. This is what is toCharArray. Let's see a practice exercise. Initialize a string with August 15 as an Independence Day. Change the string to January 26 is a Republic Day. Then read a string and replace all occurrences of E's with verse. I with E. This is char, replace. Read a string from user and convert into character array and display. Convert the string try to a character array and display. Guess output. This is the one. Practice exercise is given in the description box. Refer chapter 8 of Essentials of Computer Applications for further understanding and practice exercises. And then the next video is about concat, split methods, and plus operator of string class. Thank you.